Okay, we're finishing our representing linear functions in different ways handout, and these are the last two examples. It says the cost of hiring Larry the lawn guy can be shown the following ways. So this time we're starting with the graph, and we need to come up with the description, equation, and table. So remember that we always need our M and our B. Once we have that we can do our equation. We also need to have let statements because they didn't give us any variables. So we have cost and lawns mowed. So we'll let C represent the cost. And we'll let N represent number of lawns mowed. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll start with our initial value. So I know on the graph my initial value is where the line starts, and in this case it starts at the origin, so that means that my B is 0. And then we'll get our rate of change by doing, let's pick 2 points. So we already have 1 point, and we'll pick another point here. So my first point is 0, 0, and my second point is 240. Okay, let's write our formula. So it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that means it's going to be, oh, I didn't label my points. Let's do that. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so I know it is going to be 40 minus 0, 2 minus 0, which is just 40 divided by 2, and that's 20. So my rate of change is 20, and we know that that's $20 for every lawn mowed, so per lawn. Okay, now we can write our equation. So our equation will be C equals 20N, and we know that would be plus 0, but we don't have to put that. So here we have an example of direct variation. We have our equation. Let's go ahead now and fill in our table. So I'm going to keep going along, and we said in our first example that we're going to choose the values from the scale in the graph. So we're going to choose 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And so I'm going to put the points. So we don't have 10. Let's see if we can figure it out from the pattern. So we know at 0 it's 0, 2 is 40, 4 is 80. That means 6 should be 120, so I can see it's going up by 40 each time. And 8 is 160, that means 10 should be 200. Okay, and now we have to write a description. So Larry charges $20 to cut each lawn. So Larry charges $20 for every lawn he cuts. Okay, good. So from the graph, we were able to get an equation, a description, and the table. Okay, let's do our last example. This one says that the distance from home on a bicycle can be shown the following ways. And we have our equation D equals 150 minus 30t. So remember that we are used to the equation being y equals mx plus b. We could rewrite this equation as D equals negative 30t plus 150. Okay, that works as well. All right, let's go ahead and fill in our t-chart. So again, we're going to choose values that for our time based on the scale. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So if it is a time of 0 hours, his distance from home, so we're subbing 0 in where t is. So that would be, I'll just show the substitution. That would be negative 30 times 0 plus the 150. So we know negative 30 times 0 is 0, plus 150 is 150. The next one would be negative 30 times 2 plus 150. So negative 30 times 2 is going to be negative 60, and negative 60 plus 150 is 90. Okay, for 4 hours, it'll be negative 30 times 4 plus 150. So negative 30 times 4 is negative 120, plus 150 would be 30. And now you can see the pattern. I'm going down by 60 every time that my hours go down by 2. So I would go down by 60 again, and that would be a negative 30. subtract 60 again is a negative 90, subtract 60 again is a negative 150. All right, that's interesting, that distance from home, we have negative values. Let's go ahead and plot, and we'll see if that can help us understand what it means. So 0, 150, that's where the line starts. 290, 430, and then I can't plot any other points since only quadrant 1 is shown. So let's go ahead and draw our line. So what this line tells us is that the person who's riding this bicycle home ends up reaching home, because home is 0, right around the 5-hour mark. Okay, so that tells us that these negative 30, that means he would have gone 30 kilometers past his house, 90 kilometers past his house. All right, so now we're ready for a description. So let's go ahead. I always like to base it on our m and b. So let's write our m. Our m we know is negative 30. That makes sense because in distance time, when our speed is negative, we know we're going back towards home, and that's what this person's doing. And our b is 150. So with our m, we know really this means 30 kilometers per hour. The negative just tells us that it's towards. So we'll have to use that in our description. So in our description, let's call this person Bob for Bob's bicycle trip. So Bob started 150 kilometers from his house and rode his bike 30 kilometers per hour toward home. So because I have that toward in there, that tells us that negative. Okay, that's our last example, and hopefully this has helped you understand how to do rule of 4. Again, this wasn't anything new. It was just building off of yesterday's lesson. Okay, have a great day.